campaign rally in Jakarta for the Democratic Party of Struggle, Indonesia's main opposition party, begins with a Muslim prayer. But the rock band that follows is what gets the thousands of supporters of former Indonesian President Megawati Soekarno Putri excited. While these supporters of Megawati Soekarno Putri are overwhelmingly Muslim, they are voting for a secular party in this upcoming election. Although Indonesia is 80% Muslim and has the largest Muslim population in the world, the Islamic parties here all lost ground in April's parliamentary elections. The parties that gathered enough votes to compete for the presidency are all secular. These supporters of Ms. Megawati say the secular parties also represent Islamic values. One supporter says all the parties are represented by good Muslims. Another says in this party there are many Muslims and there is no dominancy from the non-Muslims. While the secular party candidates try to position themselves as good Muslims, they are stressing governance issues in this campaign. Mohammed Anwar with the International Center for Islam and Pluralism says the Islamic parties lost because they stressed Islamic values over good governance.
And people, it seems to me that they are much more concerned with the issues such as how to solve economic problem, how to solve lack of law enforcement, how to create good governance, etc.
Anwar says the series of terrorist attacks by Islamic fundamentalists that began with the Bali bombing in 2002 did not reflect a growing radical Islamic movement in Indonesia. He says prosecution of those responsible for terrorist acts and increased security measures have restored Indonesia's image of political moderation. But political moderation should not be seen as a rejection of Islam. After a prayer service in the Sunda Kelapa Mosque in Jakarta, Muslim voters say Islamic values are still a very important election issue. This man says if the candidate is a good Muslim, he will be a good leader. Another says if somebody is Muslim, he should vote for a Muslim candidate. Suni Tandui Gio with the Center for Strategic and International Studies says the secular parties have shrewdly embraced some Islamic issues.
So they're moving towards the right of the spectrum of the ideology, trying to court, the voters of the Islamic parties, challenging the traditional base of these Islamic political parties.
He says while Islamic parties have lost this election year, they will still be a powerful force in Indonesian politics and formidable opponents in future elections. Brian Padden, VOA News, Jakarta.